So this is going to be my final take, my final opinion on the MW2 beta after playing it for 4 days. It's going to be all my pros, going to be all my cons, and all that good stuff. Some cons that I have with the game: it rewards lesser skilled players. You can hear someone from across a fucking football field. There's no movement to chow anything. Even with that silence, you whip out this useless fucking C4 looking thing, click in, it makes a noise, so if anyone's near you, they're obviously gonna know where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the guns felt kind of unbalanced. The SCAR is by far the best gun in the game. The AK-74 is absolutely ridiculous. You can't even put attachments on it, and you're mapping kids. The MP5 is really good. I think the Huracan is mid. The M4 is pretty good as well. So another con that I have is the slide. Why even put a slide in the game if it's damn near unusable? There's a hesitation every single time you slide to where you can't shoot your gun for like 2 to 5 seconds while sliding until your gun gets brought back up. I'm fine with slide canceling being taken out. I'm completely fine with slide canceling getting taken out. But they either got to make the slide usable to where you can chow somebody or disengage from a gunfight. Even with dolphin diving, when you dolphin dive, you can't shoot until you're on the ground. You hesitate and then your gun comes up. Even with jumping, when you jump around a corner, I'm literally holding my trigger. In most gunfights, when I jump, I'll be holding my trigger. My character's not shooting. Like, he's just jumping around a corner. Can't shoot until he's like almost already on the ground, which to me is just ridiculous. TTK in this game is brutal. Like, the fact that I'm getting 2-tapped, 3-tapped, a SCAR across the map. The M4 is 3-tapping from everywhere. The MP5 can map you. The AK-74 can 2-3-tap from damn near everywhere if you hit a headshot. TTK is ridiculous. And I already brought up the audio, but I want to get back into it. If I can hear someone across the map in a competitive scenario, like let's say we're playing for money, or let's say we're playing search, like a CDL playlist if they come out with ranked, if I can hear you across the map, there's a problem. If kids can pick up a certain weapon in the game, like the SCAR, get turned from a complete bot with like a 0.9 KD to almost a CDL pro because the gun 2-taps, and can hear from almost everywhere, that's going to promote camping. That's going to promote people hating your game and talking shit about your game, which it doesn't really make sense to me, but that's what they did. The menu is completely dog shit. I couldn't even find some of my friends on my friends list. I got like 200 fucking friends on MW, and that transferred to this game. So looking for people to invite to my game when everybody's appearing offline is crazy. The perk system, nobody's ever had a problem with the perk system, and yet they decided to change it. Make it make sense. I'm gonna go into some pros. I was fucking with the gunplay. Like, when I'd get in a 50-50 gunfight with somebody, I was fucking with it. Like, the hit markers sound nice. I think the B-hop challenge is pretty nice. It's really the only thing that's usable. There's a lot of cover on a lot of these maps, which is nice because the TTK is crazy, so I think they kind of adjusted for that. There's a lot of cover on farm, a lot of cover on cafe map, a lot of cover on the map that you guys are seeing in the video. Day 1, my day 1 opinions, I hated it. Day 2, I was 50-50. Day 3, it was cool. Day 4, I was kind of fucking with it a little bit. So if they make certain tweaks to the game, to the movement, just a little bit, you don't have to add slide canceling. Just make a tweak to the slide to make it usable. Make a tweak to the TTK so it takes like an extra bullet or 2 to kill somebody, especially with the SCAR or any other gun that was meta in the game. I don't think this is going to be an S tier goated COD that we'll remember for the rest of our lives. I think they can make it playable, and I hope to God they do. I'll catch y'all boys later. I hope you guys have a good one.